Hi all, today I want to show you how to use EasyJewels3D Hinge Command. Here in the Components tab you can find the first command, that is AJ Hinge. You click and select a linear curve and select a surface polysurface. You see there is the hinge with an external circle, an internal one, and here a stopper. You can drag to make it stop in different positions. You can enlarge with dragging, click and dragging this external circle, or double click and 2.4 for example. Same thing for the internal one, and you can you see probably here I want one and it is too close to the external part, so you can edit or the object or the line while doing the hinge. Okay, see, now I move it a little bit above. Okay, then if you want the stopper, you have to do the external hinge smaller, but you have to check if it is cutting here also. For example, if I do something like this, the piece doesn't cut here. You see this? You see? Now it's cutting. You can see it here. Perfect. Now it is not very a good shape. Let me enlarge a little bit here. I could use only one section for the object, but you know, now I'm trying to show everything that may happen. So now we can see the tolerance between the male, this male, and the females. We can see the size of the pieces, 1.65. They are the same because here we have the percentage that is 1. For example, I make 2. This is the double size of the males or the females. You can decide to have odd or not. You see, in this case probably you want 1. Okay, or you can decide to have more males and more females. You can do more or less whatever you want. Now you can insert values here for the internal circle and for the external circle, and here for the height of the stopper that is cutting, because for example you may have, I'm sorry, I moved the section. You may have this, I want to do smaller this, so to show you. Okay, now you can have this and the piece that is cutting. Now we don't see, I could insert a preview, but I don't know. The height is 5, because if I do something like this, you see, we are cutting all the object and it is too big. 4, no, I make 1 too small. 1.5, no. 1.8, no. 2, yes, 2 is enough. Do you understand why? Okay, now that we have seen more or less almost here, we can see these buttons. These two are for dynamic rotation. If you click, you can see the violet part that turns, And if you reverse rotation, the blue one. In the command line, no, in this part of Rhino, you can see the angle, the minimum and the maximum, in radian and in degrees. Now, why angle degrees? There's something not good here. There's a bug. I have to convert it because now the rotation is the same. Sorry. Next release it will be okay. It's only a visualization of the size of the angle. Probably it's degree. Both of them are in degree. Then you can invert, reverse, female and male. Now we have from this part here. No, here we don't see here. Or this way. Okay? And you can decide also to have a check to the pieces that probably touch your hinge when rotating. Okay. I don't know if now this piece, I don't know, I did the box, but you can have different pieces in your earrings, in your bracelets. I don't know what you have, but think about this. I want to see if this violet part touches this piece when rotating. So I select the piece and I rotate the object. Now, not the blue one, I want to rotate the other. So, okay, you see, this object is not rotating now because it touches. So I can do something like this, for example. I want to show you some adjustment. It's not doing our hinge. Yes, it's not doing hinge in this position, so we can see why. I can enlarge this. Okay, because we have the stopper here that is turned here. I have to do this. Perfect. If you want the stopper, if you don't want it, you can enlarge the external circle. I didn't see the position of the stopper. So we can try now to rotate. It touches again. So we need to move this. Why? Yes, it's too small here. Well, because it was 2, we can do like this with 4. We have a little value to play with. Okay. Now it touches because it can turn, but if you do this, now it turns. Okay. Now it turns. Okay, well, see, yes, this is a problem of visualization. Probably the bounding box is not updating. And this is the correction of the bug I found before. The visualization now is good. It was the bounding box not updating, and positive angle degrees and radian, and the negative angles because the piece can move from one side to the other. This is one angle and the other is the other angle. But you see, this way you can have your hinge. So when you want to create it, you create these 2 pieces, 1 and 2, and the original one is hidden now. you can do show hinge. Okay, this is your original piece, and these are the two parts. You can check them. You don't like, you do that again, you edit something. So for example, you see here it's not working, this one, because it's too small, but you can change and do it again. Now we can see the default values of the tolerance. If you go to the control, you can see in the tooltip that is 0.05, and then there is the button to select a new object. If the line intersects that object, you will have the hinge, otherwise not. Thank you very much.